Well, what's up, YouTube? This is Not Quite Mint, and welcome. Today we're going to go through our top 5 comics of the week. Stay till the end, because we're going to go through our top picks. So our top pick of the week, our cover pick of the week, and also we are going to give you a chance to win some free comics. Now, who doesn't want some free comics?
I want free comic.
Yeah. So should we get into it?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
This is the future. Evolution.
Welcome back, Not Quite Mint fam. If you do want to obviously join the Not Quite Mint family, do make sure that you hit subscribe down below. Also, hit that little bell icon as well so that you know when all of our videos are coming out. And also, the biggest way you can show your support for this channel, if you're already subscribed or if you are a new subscriber, is to give us that thumbs up button. So obviously whack that thumbs up and show your support. That would be awesome. So we've got
leave us a comment as well.
Oh yeah, of course. We do have a question of the day. And what I was thinking was quite topical this week. One of the books that we're going to be reviewing in a minute is Batman 89. And what the question that I want to ask is, did your local comic book store jack up the prices on your on Batman 89? And I've heard stories of people actually having they've got them on their pull lists, and some local comic book shops have been taking them off people's pull lists and selling them for, you know, this ridiculous like $30-40 a pop. And obviously, how pissed off would you be? So we want to know, that's what I want to know this week is, you know, what was your experience with Batman 89? So I'll explain my experience in a little bit.
Yeah, can I just add something to that? So big shout out to a friend of mine, Jeff, who owns and runs Close Encounter Comics. He took 2 issues of Batman 89, put them on comic books for sale, and said, instead of paying him £20, pay £20 to your local homeless shelter that you know do food banks, and proof that you have done that, and then he sends the comic out to you. I thought, what an absolute hero.
Legend.
As soon as I saw that, I thought, what a hero.
Yeah.
Not all heroes wear capes, kids.
But yeah, so yeah, let us know what your experience was with Batman 89. But we better get
on
into
to it,
these
yeah.
reviews, hadn't we? So this is just a notable mention. This is a book that both me and Tom wanted to read. However, it hasn't scored high enough to get into our top 5.
No.
So
It's a good story. Nothing to take away from the story, but unfortunately the artwork was a little bit too choppy for me. I didn't quite. I just didn't get involved.
We always grade these books. Like we talk about like the artwork, the story, and like just the general feel of the book. And that one, the artwork was quite primitive. I thought. I really feel bad saying that if you like that stylized format. But for me, it detracted from the overall feel of it.
Yeah,
basically.
I would agree with that, to be honest.
So yeah, so it didn't make the list. So not in our top 5.
Should start with the bottom.
Yes, top 5. Number 5 this week is He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse from DC. Now, I was really hyped for this one.
Oh yeah, me too, mate. I was looking forward to seeing the haircut.
The reason being is that in this we've got the first sort of like comic appearance of the 1980s classic cartoon He-Man, and I mean, to be fair, you've got obviously Man-at-Arms in there. I can't remember. Is it Orzo, the little floaty wizardy thing?
Do you know what? I don't know how you say it.
Stuff.
I always get it wrong.
Yeah, or is it Orlo or something like that? But anyway, they're all in there. But obviously you've got these other versions of Skeletor and He-Man as well. I mean,
Kelda.
I literally, I was reading it and I was like, oh my god, I remember who these people are, but like I couldn't remember their names.
Am I right in thinking? So I've read from issue 1 of this, and I can't quite make my mind up, but I'm pretty sure the He-Man who is kind of leading the He-Men to take on anti-He-Man is the He-Man from the He-Man and the Master Universe.
Oh, yeah.
Is Dolph Lundgren.
The Dolph Lundgren version. Yeah, that was my impression when I read it, the appearance.
Have you read all the others?
No, I haven't. You see,
because Kelda's dynamics of how he's getting, how he's changing as a person is getting really interesting. Because at first he starts off as like arrogant bloke, and then he sees all these things happen, and he gets friendly with one that unfortunately dies, and then it's cool. I mean, it's brilliant. It's a really good. I actually think it's a really good written book.
Yeah.
For me, this wasn't a page turner.
It was one of those where I knew that I knew Tom had been reading it when we mentioned it on the key list, obviously earlier in the week, and I almost picked it up as a first issue to read it because I used to love He-Man when I was a small wee child many moons ago, and it just I just thought, why not this week? So it's actually not a bad book. I mean,
it's not a bad book.
We grade it about 6.5 out of 5?
I would say about
out of 10. Sorry, 6.
5.56 out of 10.
So
6. Let's say 6.
Yeah,
let's be generous.
Yeah, I think as I say, I think for me as well, it was obvious I do need to read like the first 3 books as well. So it was I lost. There were all these characters coming at me, and I thought, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
But
I'm pretty sure the last bit when it gets to it is the 2003 cartoon.
Right. So I never watched that because I was obviously a grown up then. So.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Anyway,
right, let's move on.
Number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy. So
issue 2.
We did review the issue.
I would have liked to have reviewed this higher. I really wanted to be my pick of the week because I enjoyed issue 1 so much.
Yeah.
Just felt wanting at the end of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the end of the first issue, it definitely left you wanting more. At the end of this one, it was, it's a bit of a cliffhanger, isn't it? But
it is a cliffhanger
because there's a bit of a major sacrifice that's gone on, but
you can see it coming halfway through the book.
But you know it's coming, but I can't see it being the end of this character who's sacrificed themselves.
No.
There's going to be some kind of thing that's happened, but it was like you say, it was a bit predictable.
Yep.
But not terrible.
It's not terrible. I mean, it is a good book. It's very well written by Al Ewing. I love the artwork in it, and I thought that because Hercules is in it, I thought his character was cool.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like there was a little bit too much going on all over the place. Like a little story here, a little story there, a little bit this here, that.
Yeah,
and it just didn't quite.
Yeah,
gel.
there were a lot of different characters interlinking with the main theme, and it was a bit of a filler.
Yeah,
it's definitely a filler building up to something.
I do know that issue 3 that's coming out, they've got a new character that they're bringing to the fore. I can't remember. It's Black something called O'Hare, and I'm pretty sure he's based on a bad version of Bucky O'Hare.
Oh, okay.
So I'm quite interested to read issue 3.
Yeah, I mean, we'll carry on reading it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I love Guardians.
As I say, I've not read Guardians before, but I'm kind of into it because I feel like I know the characters.
You should go back and read the 2003 one.
Yeah.
I've got it. You can have it.
Oh, cool. I'll have a read. So,
moving on.
This is...
Batman Deceased. No, it's not Batman Deceased. Deceased and Killables. I got it the wrong around.
But
it's just because it's got Jason Todd on the front.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And obviously another Matina cover. So I tend to collect these Matina covers.
These are. I mean, I love this.
So yeah, the detail in there, and they're just really are class, aren't they? Yeah. I really like this though.
I'll be honest. I only just read Deceased, but I read it back to back, issue 1 to issue 5 straight away, off the bat. Yeah. Loved it. Yeah. This didn't disappoint, in my opinion, straight off the bat.
I think it was one of those ones where I think the only thing that let it down from a story point of view for me, it was there was a little bit where they went to Bad Guy Island.
Bad Guy Island. Tracy Island.
Yeah, well they did. They went to this Bad Guy Island place where, and yeah, and they were all the villains were in there, and they were all menacing and stuff, and then they started ad-libbing about some I've already started putting together our theme tune, and the what was it, the sea what was it, Land Lobster or something like that.
They've got t-shirts, hats, these got little banners and things. It was cool.
I did have a little bit of a chuckle to myself, but at the same time I was like, it felt really abstract as well. So
there is one really cool bit in this with Jason Todd and the Batmobile.
Yeah,
what he does with the Batmobile is pretty savage.
Yeah, and then
drives
into an orphanage.
Yes, I'm kind of that is cool. That's That's a tick in the box for.
It's Jim Gordon, doesn't it? He says, "Oh, could you go and remove said item?
Can you get rid of that?"
That was really cool. Well, yeah, I really did enjoy that. It was getting up to like the 7s for me because I still think it's like
I would say 6.5, 7.
Yeah, solid. But yeah, that's there. So we're getting higher. And this one is this controversial book of this week. I managed to get one, Batman 89.
How much did you pay for it?
Cover price. So it was like £3.30. So they were limiting people to only one copy per customer, and I was gutted because for whatever reason on my pull list I haven't been putting the Matina covers on, so I haven't got my Matina cover. So the cheapest one I can find is about like £25, if not more now. Because
but most people aren't separating them, are they? They're selling
them
as a set, which is causing
well
like 50
at
quid.
least 50 quid. So, like I say, I was really lucky to get that. And that was my story. So my local comic book shop was fine, and I got it for the £3.30 that I normally pay for it. And
but as a story, I was a bit meh.
It was all over the place, wasn't it? And it was billed as being this big reveal. I think it's no secret to say that it's like first appearance. It's not first appearance. It's a cameo.
Yeah, it's the same thing about the Hulk thing that you've mentioned before.
Yeah, of Punchline and also the designer.
Yeah.
Now the designer, he does have like a full panel.
So he's actually made in all fairness, he actually has made an appearance.
Would technically be a full appearance because I think there's a little bit of dialogue with him as well. Whereas I think there's a couple of like speech bubbles with Punchline.
Sure you see her mouth,
but you don't. Right? We haven't seen her in her entirety.
Her silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's very, very ambiguous. So it's a cameo appearance of Punchline. It's probably going to be the designer's full appearance, bearing in mind that on this coming Wednesday we've got Hell Arisen number 3, which is being billed as the full appearance of Punchline. So that everybody's going to go mad for that as well, because obviously it's this relationship with the Joker, and we don't quite know what that is yet, but we anticipate that it's his new girlfriend. So
it's his new Harley. Speaking of Harley, in this book, pretty cool.
Yeah, Harley's dead cool.
Yeah, Harley's dead
cool.
There's
a fight with her, a bit of a team up with her and the Catwoman.
Yeah, which I quite like. I like them as a dynamic.
Yeah,
I think that could work quite well.
But it was quite interesting. The Batman is not happy with the Catwoman, obviously, keeping this little bargaining thing going on. So they've got words to be said. So that's going to be next issue as well, I imagine. So. But yeah, it's good, and it was up there. It was like what we were saying. It was about 7.5.
I would say
about 7.5 out of 10. There was a lot going on.
It was good. I mean, I can't. I know I keep coming back to this every time we talk about the Batman, but I still think Mr. Teeth and the Gunslinger are absolutely pointless.
Oh yeah, because
can we have some other characters in this? Please?
That was my only little thing as well. There, like obviously Mr. Teeth and Gunslinger or Gunsmith or whatever, they have a one page origin.
Except like a splash panel on both of them, isn't it?
So it's like, so you do get a bit of an origin for them, but it still doesn't make them any more valid.
No, but I suppose I've said now that I'm not that keen on Mr. Teeth and Gunslinger because they've been pointless in this book.
Yeah.
You watch in 20 years' time, it'll come back and it'll be like they're like the big. They've taken over from the Joker. They're like the biggest character in the DC
everybody
universe.
Else loves them, but they hate them. So but so there we go. That's the set number 2. So. Our pick of the week.
Pick of the week.
And if you know what's coming out this week, you'll probably know that we're settling with Wolverine. So, it was good. There's 2 stories in there. It's a big book to go through.
Yeah. It's a nice homage back to. It's a nice reboot of Wolverine, and it is nicely tying in with the Hickman universe.
Yeah, it's that test.
Hashtag Hickman universe.
Yeah, exactly. It's that sort of test of a good book is when you finish it and you're like wanting to read more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now the good thing with this is, I say, because you get 2 sort of like separate stories, don't you? Very very different feel and genre as well, and. Both of those stories, when they finish, you want more from them.
Oh god, yeah.
I believe as well. There's obviously there's sort of like re-emergence of a old enemy as well, who's quite a popular enemy as well.
Yeah, and so, I've been waiting for him. But mind you, he has been tweeted everywhere and on Instagram that he's going to be in it. But it's been a long time coming, I suppose, because he is a mutant at the end of the day.
Yeah. Mutant,
and they are all welcome on Krakoa. He's a horrible git.
And there's also this big reveal of a female character as well, who's quite an interesting, sort of kick-ass kind of character cool. As well. So
I actually preferred the second story.
Is it Louise, isn't it, in there or something? Louise. But yeah, we don't want to give it away because basically go out and read it because it's well worth reading.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We rated it around about an 8 out of 10 because there's to get 9s and 10s for us, they really have to be like
have to be a page turn.
Yeah, say like a Thor, like the Donny Cates Thor #1,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
or
Power Rangers,
Power Rangers crossover. So they're like those have been like the ones, and this I think it's still got room to grow.
Yeah, but I preferred the second story in this one.
Yeah, I think I preferred the second one.
Yeah, it was very, very good. I mean, I'm going to pick up issue 2. But then I read all of the X-Men universe. So, I mean, it's not like it's not going to be read.
No, that's it. So,
right,
there you go.
So that's our pick of the week.
Pick of the week. Obviously, just to explain, the way that our pick of the weeks work is that what we will do is we have a monthly sort of review show where we'll pull all of our picks of the week together, as well as our covers of the week. This week we're going for the Martina Unkillables, and basically what we'll do is we'll sort of make a decision on which ones we're going to give away. At the moment we've got a giveaway running, so if you want to be in that, enter hashtag NQM giveaway in the comments. And this was our first giveaway. We are intending on expanding, obviously, our giveaways and stuff like that. But we're a new channel, so as I say, subscribe, hashtag NQM giveaway, and you'll win these 3.
And they're free
picks. Yeah, they're going to be free. We'll pay postage. Whack them in a mailer for you, and they'll turn up at your doorstep. So no messing. So yeah, make sure that you do take part in the giveaway. Make sure that you tell us about your experience with Batman 89. And that's pretty much it. I'm done, yeah. So thanks ever so much for watching. Take care.
And see you.